Welcome back inside Okinawa Arena. We're now joined by Team Slovenia. Final score Germany 100, Slovenia 71. We have head coach Alexander Sekulic and number 10, Mike Toby, joining us here today. Before we begin with questions from the audience, which will be in English today, we want to hear your opening remarks and your statement about the game. Mike, can we start with you about this contest and moving ahead as well?
Yeah. I don't think it was, obviously it wasn't our best game. I think we started off well, but then we got a little bit nervous. We started complaining a little bit too much. And kind of took ourselves out of the game. I think Schroeder is an unbelievable player. He really got going for them. But I think we kind of, hopefully, we got our stinker out of the way, and going forward, we can bounce back, use this as motivation, and not let this happen again. But I think, we got a lot of experienced guys, a lot of guys in the locker room that realize, it's not ideal. We don't want to get blown out by 30 in a game like this. But at the same time, we know, and the reality is we're going forward, and anything can happen. So this game, as much as it hurts, it doesn't actually matter too much, because now we go forward and we just kind of learn from it and can only go forward and have 3 games to win.
Thank you, Mike. And Coach Sekulic?
Yeah, obviously. We went to the game. We went into the game in a correct way, playing the way we wanted to play. And then at some point we just lost our focus. I think we just started complaining too much, and it was just a snowball downhill. It's a tough loss, tough to digest. But if you're gonna learn from this loss and motivate from this loss, I think we can gain something from this. And this is how we have to look forward to the quarterfinal game. I believe in these guys. We just need to be. We need to stay on the track with the game plan 40 minutes.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go ahead and open up the floor to questions over here first.
Ednas Jablonskis, Basket News. I have a question for Coach. In the first quarter, Luka seemed to be driving to the basket, playing in the post, and then in the second, he started limping and took a lot of three-pointers. So what's his conditioning? Is there some little injury that's nagging him? So what could you say about it? Because it seemed that something is nagging him.
Yeah, it was just in the second quarter. He told me he's okay. So in the second half, he didn't have these problems. At least I don't know. I think he played normal. Like I always say, he got a lot of hits during a game. A lot of times, teams try to play physical with him. And there's a lot of contact, and he needs to deal with a lot of contact, and it's not easy. And it hurt him a little bit. So hopefully, we're going to find a way to protect him.
Next question.
Hello, ask a question for our head coach. Short comment about Luka and his action against German player Wagner. Was that kind of key moment?
I don't know which action you're referring to.
Almost getting in a fight with him?
The problem is that we were up 14 and the German team start playing the way they played, and they get into our head, and that's the biggest problem. This is something that we need to find a way to deal with it. That's the thing. We need to find a way how to protect ourselves. Nobody else is going to protect us. We have to find a way. We need to step closer as a team and find a way how to get through these kind of moments, and that's all.
Any more questions? Right here.
I got one for Coach. Dennis Schroeder put a lot of pressure on the defense throughout the game. What are the top challenges you face when trying to contain a talent like him?
Like Schroeder is an amazing player, high level. That's why he's playing where he's playing and the way he's playing. So he put us in a really bad situation today. Defensively and offensively, he was amazing, and we just didn't do a good job on him from the start. But I think it's not just him, you know. They have a good team. German team is really good, and they know how to take advantage of their qualities, and this is what they did tonight.
Okay, thank you, everybody. That's going to go ahead and conclude this press conference. Slovenia, best of luck traveling as you move forward, and thank you so much for your time here. Go back.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Welcome back for the second portion of our press conference this evening from Okinawa Arena. We're now joined by Team Germany. Final score, Germany 100, Slovenia 71. We have head coach Gordon Herbert and number 5 Nils Giffey joining us here today. And before we open up to the floor for questions, Coach and Nils, we'd like to hear your opening comments about this contest and, of course, moving forward to Manila. Nils, if it's okay with you, we'd like to hear your thoughts first.
Yeah, sure. It was a hard-fought game, especially a tougher first quarter for us. Luckily, it's a 40-minute game, and we could, pull out the win in the end. And yeah, it was a good win for us moving forward. Really happy about that.
Thank you. Coach Herbert?
Yeah, I thought we played a really good last 30 minutes. I thought we came together at that beginning of the second quarter. I thought our second group really got it going, made some defensive plays, got our momentum going, and then our starters came back and really took over there, especially the beginning of the third quarter. I thought Niels and Isa Bonga did a great job on Bonga. I'm sorry, on Luka Doncic. Really wore him down. And good win. We got to move on.
Thank you, Coach. We'll go ahead and open up the floor to questions. Just raise your hand. We'll have a microphone meet you.
I have two quick questions for Coach. First, in the first quarter, that was the heated timeout. So what happened there? And the second, do you think Franz Wagner will be ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, first, I just think Daniel and Dennis were talking about their young days in Braunschweig. Franz Wagner will have to kind of see what his situation is on Tuesday. He's worked out, it looks pretty good, but you never know coming back from an injury.
Next question. In the back.
You had an incident with Dennis too afterwards. How did you approach the situation afterwards?
The incident,
Simona, will you?
On TV, there was we heard that you said to him sit down, and he didn't sit down.
I subbed him out. We subbed both Daniel and Dennis out.
Okay. Any other questions in English? Yes, sir.
Are there any further consequences or talks? You have to talk with Dennis again, or is it just done now?
It'll be handled internally.
Okay. Any questions in German for Nils? No? Yes, for Nils.
Ich habe eine Frage an Nils. Nils, wie stolz bist du, Teil dieser Mannschaft zu sein und jetzt mit zum Viertelfinale nach Manila zu reisen? Und was ist gerade bei euch in der Kabine abgegangen?
Ja, ich freue mich erstmal sehr, Teil der Mannschaft zu sein. Es ist eine Gruppe, die sich sehr gut kennt. Ich freue mich, mit den ganzen Jungs zusammen zu spielen, die Zeit im Sommer verbringen zu können als Nationalmannschaft. Und es war einer unserer Schritte, eines unserer Zwischenziele, nach Manila zu kommen. Morgen fliegen wir ab und darauf freuen wir uns jetzt erstmal.
In der Kabine?
Gut.
In der Kabine?
In der Kabine war entspannt. Ich glaube, wir haben uns auf dem Feld gefreut und so ein relativ deutlicher Sieg ist ja auch, bringt ja auch nicht die riesigen Emotionen raus, ne?
Nils, wenn heute Abend Spanien gegen Kanada spielt, wem drückt ihr da die Daumen oder ist euch das völlig egal und ihr nehmt, wie es kommt?
Wir werden es so nehmen müssen, wie es kommt. Mal schauen, was passiert. Das haben wir in der Kabine gemacht. Wir haben gerade auf die Spielstände ein bisschen geschaut, geschielt. Aber ich glaube, wird spannend. Mal gucken.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. That will go ahead and conclude this portion of the press conference. Coach Herbert and Nils, good luck to you the rest of the way and safe travels.